Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm taking a little break from resting and having ice in my knee to do my vlog for today. I had my second cortisone injection into my left knee today, and so I've been icing it and just trying to stay off of it as much as possible today. I took the day off. Like I said, I think in my other videos, I learned from my mistake the last time, because the last time I had it done, I went straight to work. And it was just like a constant up and down, walking on the knee. And by the time I got home that afternoon, my knee was swollen, like it was super huge. So I took the day off this time so I could just, rest the knee and ice it and give the hydrocortisone shot, steroid, whatever they use. I don't know exactly what steroid they use, but you get a steroid a chance to start being absorbed into the knee and everything. So they told me the next time, because they don't know how long this will last. The last one lasted 7 months, which she said she was very pleased by that. My doctor said she was pleased by that. So she said the next time when this one starts wearing off and it starts doing what it was doing before, which was just the soreness and tenderness even when I'm trying to sleep, it will be hurting. And like outside working in the garden and stuff, just everything would just start to become painful again with the knee. So next time I go, I have to get this. That's the nurse I have to call, unless you want to go and see Dr. Reed for some surgery or something. But it's called Uflexa, and it's 3 injections of this artificial joint lubricant. So, and it's used to treat osteoarthritis, which is what I have in my left leg. And so you have to get an injection. 3 injections, and they're each a week apart. So I'm hoping this one lasts. Oh, excuse me. I'm hoping this one lasts at least 6 or 7 months before I have to get that done. But with me being more active now outside of my garden and stuff, that might not be the case. And if it doesn't last as long, then I'll be getting it. And I'll let y'all know. But anyway, I've been doing, yesterday I was trying to get as much spinning finished as I could. So I'll show you guys what I finished. I showed you in the video from yesterday, which I uploaded today, the Kid Hollow Farm mohair. Well, I finished spinning it, and that really doesn't show the colors of it. Well, this is like a light brown. Let me see. See if this helps. Yeah, you can see it better now. This is like a light brown and whitish tan, and it's really, really pretty. I'll be applying those soon. And then this is a merino and linen blend from Windswept Farms. So that'll be, it has to be applied. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning, but I'm tired. Okay. And this is the bobbin of the brown mohair from the Kid Hollow Farm. So I've got 5 full bobbins that I gotta apply. And then this was the merino nylon and alpaca. So that's bobbin 5. And then this was the llama. So that was the llama. Alright, so I finished the boyfriend hat today. And it's over here. Trying not to knock stuff down. So I finished the hat today. And I like the pattern, but I don't like the doing the pattern on the size 8 needles, which is the 5. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it on size 5s. I think I'm gonna do them on 5s or 3 or 4s, because it's not as tight as I want it to be. I want it to be tighter, and I knit pretty, and I try to knit tightly. But with it could have been the yarn. It might be the yarn. It's Red Heart worsted, but I just did not like the way, even though it looks real nice, I don't like the it's too loose to me in the front. So I think that this part here, the first inch and a half, I think that should have been done on smaller needles so that it would be a tighter brim, and then you could move to a larger needle. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play around with that pattern, because I really don't like the way this one turned out. The boyfriend had not the boyfriend, but the Jacob had that's free pattern on Ravelry. The Jacob hat is a lot nicer. It turns out a lot nicer as far as the gauge and everything is concerned. So yeah, so it's finished. So put her back over there. And so that's what I've been up to. My bag over there, my box rather, that I've been spinning out of, it's getting really low. I got like maybe six or 7 bags of just 4 ounces to spin, and that won't take long. And then after that, I have like some bags of larger quantities, like a couple of pounds of stuff, and that's just gonna take longer to spin. But then that box will be empty, and then I'm gonna start spinning some of the stuff that Dale's died, I guess. But so yeah, so that's what's going on with me, and what I've been working on of late. And so now that I finished that, I'm working on this is, I think this is, where are they're over there now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is strip number 7. So I'm working on strip number 7 for the blanket, and then I have just 3 more strips, and I have 10 strips, and then I can start doing the rest of the blanket, and then it'll be done and out of my hair. Because like I said, even though I like the pattern and everything and the way, and it's easy and it's fast, it's also boring, and the work should not bore you. And so yeah, I'm even to the point where I'm thinking of, finishing this one and taking all 6 of these and mail them off to somebody like Charmaine. And let her mess around with it and enjoy it, because it really is not my cup of tea. And I tend to, once I find out a pattern that, even though I can do the pattern, it just doesn't flow for me, it just doesn't feel fun, it's not fun to do, then I leave it alone. I will never make that again. So I'm being honest. I ain't got no problem with being honest about it. Even if somebody offered to pay me to make them a mile-a-minute blanket, I'd be looking at them like, no, here, let me give you this lady's number or her name and her YouTube, and you can contact her and she'll make you one. She likes making stuff like that, but no. So yeah, so I look a little pale. I apologize, but with all the rain lately, I've been missing out on my sunshine, so I'm starting to lose my tan I was getting. And y'all laugh, but I try to get a tan so I fit in. My husband, y'all seen, if you watch one of the videos, you've seen my husband, and so he likes to pick on me when I start getting darker during the summertime. Like, oh, now you fit in with the rest of the family, and so middle fingers be getting thrown around at each other and stuff like that. But it's all in good fun and love. It's like married people can pick on each other like that. So it's just like when he called the other day, and I was messing on the phone, because I had forgot to take my headset out of my phone, so I wasn't hearing it ring or when a text message would go off. And so he called me on the office phone, and I saw his number come across the call ID, and I was like, "What do you want, African?" And and it was like people were like, "Who is she talking to?" You know, kind of thing. But so yeah. And I want to see, I got a mini haul. So my husband bought me these today. They're not pastels, but they're a soft pencil. And they were out of this 36 and the 24 Conte pastel pencils. But these are kind of in the same range. They're a colored pencil, but they're kind of in the same range as the pastels. The girl at Jerry said that they blend very well, and they're graphite. Well, these are the colored graphite pencils. Okay, so I'm gonna be using these. See, this is a picture of something somebody drew with them. I'm gonna be using these to work on my painting over there of the flowers, my pastels of the flowers. And but eventually I do want to get a set of the pastel pencils. My daughter told me to try to get some turpentine and use the oil pastels, but then I don't have to worry about it getting on my fingers, and I can use the turpentine to move the colors around it for blending and stuff. So I have oil pastels. I haven't used them yet, so I might experiment with those this weekend, because to my knowledge, we're not supposed to be going. Well, I have class on Saturday. It's the last class for the art class I'm taking. And other than that, to my knowledge, we're not supposed to be going anywhere. So I'll be able to do that, experiment with that. And so that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, let me know any other videos you want to see or anything. To people who want to learn how to spin and who are curious about that, then, my best advice to you is you can't learn if you don't try. So you can find an inexpensive spindle and some fiber, and I have some videos where I was showing Ask Miss Chris the basics of spindle spinning, and you can get started that way. There's a company called Heavenly Handspinning. You can find them on Ravelry. You can find them on Facebook. And it's run by a wonderful lady down in Georgia. It's a family-owned operation. They make their own spinning wheels and spindles. And they even have some kick spindles that they sell if you can't afford a spinning wheel, but you want a similar alternative. It's not like a spinning wheel. It's like a Navajo spindle, but it's a kick spindle. Think of a potter's wheel, but it's got a spindle on it for spinning yarn. Something similar to that. And so they have several things that you can use equipment-wise, and they're very affordable. For if you're just interested in getting into spinning. You can also make your own spindles by using an old CD and some of those rubber grommets and a dowel rod. Let's see. I don't have one over there. But you just take an old CD like this one, and you get the little grommet and you put it in there so it'll stay flush on your dowel rod. And I would even take, once I got it seated and it's perfectly centered and everything, I would even take and glue that down so that it doesn't pop off, And one thing that I've seen that people do is some people will actually take these and drill holes in them. Like they'll put like 1, 2, 4 holes in them, and then add counterweights to it to give them a heavier spin. And then they'll add like a screw and a bolt, and some people will even take and they'll have more than one CD. They'll stack them and they'll glue them together to make it a heavier spindle. So there's different ways you can, you know, get into spinning. There is even not very expensive, like using these, using cardboard. There's a video on YouTube of a guy who used cardboard and I think a cigar box or something. He actually made a chakra spinning wheel that way. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it worked. You can see him spinning with it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to share today. I'm going to be working on another portrait soon, pencil portrait, where I'm trying to do my friend's other son. And so wish me luck with that. I'll try to record it. Now that I got the laptop rebooted, with the software put back on it, I'll try and get the camera moved back over there, because this this computer, because I have so much stuff going on over here, with the graphic programs and my gaming programs and stuff like that. So the camera doesn't run smoothly, especially if I got a game on in the background. So, you know, so if I get back on the laptop, which pretty much the laptop is just for storage and for watching, like, you know, while I'm reading or drawing, I'll watch like some Netflix videos or something like that. So that's it. That's it for today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have some more garden stuff to show y'all. Me and my husband was out there today picking the worms off of the plants. And because it's supposed to rain, it was raining and drizzling and stuff, so there's no need to go out there and put any more flower sevens dust down. So we were out there picking the worms off that we could find. And it's funny because these worms, their color changes because of what they're eating. So they actually kind of, except for on the red cabbage, where they actually stay a green, their shade of green is different depending on which plant they're feeding on. We noticed that when they were trying to eat the other cabbage plants over, like I got the regular cabbage and I got the red cabbage. When they're on the regular cabbage, their color is like a green, kind of darker green that blend in with the leaves. But then when they were on the cauliflower leaves, which were a little bit lighter than, and then the Brussels sprout leaves are lighter than the cauliflower leaves, their color was lighter and they blended better in those. So it's just really frustrating, because if we had a couple of chickens that we could put out there in the garden, wouldn't even have no worm problem. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just frustrating not to be able to use natural methods to get rid of these, because with my knee and stuff, there's no way I can kneel down there looking for worms for long periods of time, because my knees, my joints just can't take it. So it's very frustrating right now, you know. But that's that garden wise. I should be able to get some more peas out of the garden tomorrow. And hopefully the onions will grow a little bit more so I can weed around them. They're at that delicate stage where you don't want to really weed where the weeds, because when the clumps of dirt come up and they'll just uproot your young onions. So it's not that you have to go in and you go in with your fingers and try and pinch some of the weeds without damaging the onions around them. I find it's just best just to wait until they get bigger with a better root system, and then go in and weed. And just keep the weeds down on the sides and everything. And then once the onions get bigger, go in and pull the weeds. So yeah, that's it. Y'all have a good night, and see you tomorrow. I'll go back to work tomorrow. I'm gonna take an ice pack with me to work just in case. And that's pretty much it. So y'all take care.